All right, stream, welcome back. We are live, ripping some more best ball teams. I'm going to get us into probably going to rip an MMG draft to start. I did do 10 Eliminator slows, so we will cover those probably a little bit later. I'm actually getting noties. A lot of them are filling right now. Where is MMG? Perfect. Here we go. Got a little bit of music going on in the background here. Let's rip an MMG entry. And I actually did a best ball team for the cardio club while I was at the gym. I can pull it up and we can kind of walk through. We need 10 people to join, so we can walk through this best ball team that I drafted. So started with Lamar in the third round. Can I pull up the board? Yeah. Do a board walkthrough. So drafted out of the 108. Got a nice Jefferson fall. Swung around, did A.J. Brown. Then third round, we're kind of in the middle of that dead zone wide receiver range. So grabbed Lamar. Followed that up, but just pulled up Pickens. I want some Pickens in BBM, and we got another 101, so we're just going to star chase and take our time talking through this. Then in the fifth round, I already have three strong receivers, I feel like, and I think there's going to be a pretty steep drop-off at running back. So I did Henderson. I would have liked Connor or Harvey, but I just pulled up Pacheco. I think Pacheco on the Chiefs offense is better than kind of this lot of guys. Got a nice Addison slide to keep with the Vikings bet. Swung around, grabbed Pittman. Would have loved Downs or Higgins, but Pittman still, I think this is kind of the tier. And then saw Keenan Allen go 95th, which was crazy. Then did Mark Andrews to pair with Lamar. J.J. McCarthy to complete the double. Let's not keep these guys waiting. Let's just grab Mr. Jamar Chase. Then we grabbed Loveland a little bit after ADP just to get our second tight end. Then this is kind of where we ripped running back. This is where I feel like there's a pretty big kind of wide receiver drop-off. So this is kind of where we're going to start taking some shots on running back. Grab Dylan Sampson for some upside. Braylon Allen. Was torn between Algier or Javante, but if anything were to happen to Bijan, even for a couple weeks, right? I think Algier is just a smash. Grabbed a share of Woody Marks, and then close it out with Hopkins to pair with Lamar and Andrews. Wicks for the bring back of the Raven stuff, and then Tesla for the bring back on the Viking stuff. Kind of some Week 17 stuff in mind. The last three rounds. So, good team. I like this team quite a bit. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to do 4 more cardio clubs to get those entries up. And we can kind of qualify for hopefully win some prizes. I will pull up the completed just so I can have my exposures ready. Let's head back to the draft lobby. And then let me log that best ball entry in my tracker. See, can we actually, can we see where we're picking in some of these? Looks like we got the 102 here in this one. Oh, 104. These guys are moving pretty quick. Yeah, see, this is my worry about these slows. It is just all red badge guys. So I'm actually going to leave a couple of these because it is just total sickos in these slows. I think I'll just have to, spend a little bit more time drafting this weekend to get on pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we ended up in 5, which is fine. All right, up in one pick here. Would like Josh Jacobs. So we'll be back up at 48-49, which is a strong wide receiver range. Let this clock go down. We got time. 48-49. Yeah, it's a spot where we want to click running back, I think. Or wide receiver, I mean. We can go ahead and grab another share of Amari and Hampton. All right. Thinking ahead to our next picks at 48 and 49. I don't have a ton of Jameson Williams. Don't have a ton of Sutton. Might be a good team to mix some of those guys in. Because Jacobs and Amari and Hampton are two guys I draft a lot. So want to make sure that we're mixing in guys I don't have with guys. All right, up in 2 picks here. I think I want to do JMO over Cortland Sutton. Then we can do like Waddle. Cortland Sutton goes anyway. Oh man, JMO goes. That sucks. What have we got? We got a week 10 bye with Jamar, so let's stay away from Calvin. So we can do Waddle and Hunter. Want to keep getting the Hunter exposures up. On the clock in the limit. Ooh, wow. 4 running backs, 3 running backs off the board. Let's go ahead and let's grab CeeDee Lamb. $72, $73. I think we're still in the wide receiver range of guys that I like. Scroll, check the sheet. $72, $73. It's actually a better running back range. Harrison H says, is Quattro in the building? I don't know if Quattro's in the building. I do know I need to get you in a draft sometime, and I gotta get Quattro back on at some point as well. All right, back up here in one pick. Yeah, so I think better range for running back. Do we want to do Pacheco? Let's see. We'll let this auto off Pacheco. I do think this is a good spot for tight end as well, historically. Yeah, it's between Reed and Laporta, but I think we can grab Laporta. Looking at my sheet here, Sam Laporta typically strong hit rates in the 90th and 95th percentile scoring outcomes. back up at 96, 97. Probably going to miss the end of the wide receiver tier. But I don't mind taking bets on like Coleman and Ayuk. I wonder if this is just not the right build for Ayuk with just some of the Travis Hunter weirdness potentially with early season stuff. But, you know, we are kind of not behind at wide receiver because Jamar Chase gives us a lot of leeway. But I think grabbing 3 running backs kind of puts us in the market for a guy like Luther Burden. We can go quarterback. We can grab a second tight end. We will see how the draft board shakes out. I mean, the BBM that I did, Mixon and Godwin were like huge fallers. Not guys that I'm particularly taking a ton of, but I will if the price is right. Wonder if the was this the Jefferson drafter who took Hawkinson? It was not. Interesting. It is a high T start. McCaffrey, JT, not afraid of McLaurin, then Harvey, then Rizzy P. All right, 96, 97 is where we are when we're back up here. Really not a great range for a wide receiver. I mean, it's a fine range. But guys that are paying off, actually, Coleman and Ayuk would be pretty poor picks. Jaylen Warren is a strong pick. Kind of a teardrop of quarterback after Kyler comes off. Oh, he's way gone. Okay. Jaylen Warren off the board. Yeah, I will grab Pittman. Keon Coleman is off the board. Our next pick is at 115. Maybe we can get Luther Burden to slide 5 spots. But I think this is Pittman and Ayuk. I like that. I like Pittman and Ayuk there. Let's start looking at some of our stacking outs. I mean, unlikely Purdy makes it back to us. But we have Goff available to us. We have T-Law available to us. We have Tua available to us. We could even do like a backdoor Herbert with Hampton. And then we could stack on a guy like QJ. A guy like Keenan. And then Jags, we can do De'Ami Brown. We can do, where is Brenton Strange? Brenton Strange all the way up to tight end 17 now. Can't do Brenton Strange as an overlapping buy, unfortunately, and I don't want to take 3 with the investment we made in Laporta. Not really any other Dolphins. I think T-Law no matter what. And that'll take us out of the Goff sweepstakes. I think I would much prefer T-Law over Goff. And then maybe we just do Herbert. This is quite a big slide on Charbonnet as well. We back up at 144 and 145. Where we can grab Tua. I kind of just hope that he takes... Okay, he didn't take Charbonnet. Let's do this, and we come back up at 44, 45. What does that look like for us? Probably going to miss out on Bigsby. No, I don't want to overdo it. I think we just take Herbert. Started with 2 receivers in the first. Grabbed another one at the 5-6. I think we just shut it down at quarterback. Maybe we consider Tua if he falls like to 168. I'm not going to pull him up. At ADP at 152. I won't pull him up to 144, 145. Did the music stop playing? Really big running back run here. Which, I mean, hurts us a little bit. I won't lie about that. I mean, 2 is not the worst pick because we are only doing 2 tight ends. Yeah, let's do Tua. When do we pick again? 168. Maybe Braylon Allen makes it back to us. I didn't really know what to do there. Three, 3, 6, 1. Yeah, it just that was a tough. That was a tough range there. I just have so much Rachaad White. 17% Rashad White. Like wow, Braylon Allen. Braylon Allen exposure jumped up quite a bit. Feels like I haven't taken Roshan in a while. I would like that number too. Braylon Allen, Jerome Ford, Jalen Wright are all. What's the? Any news on Ollie Gordon? It's a good pick here. Jalen Wright, Jerome Ford to win. This is a free. This is a free player essentially. Yeah. We'll see if this is going to be a 3-5-8-2 or a good team though so far. I like this team. I think this just has like a very obvious win condition of like if Travis Hunter is the guy, then this team is just like smashing. Like we get 3 cracks at a top 8 quarterback every week with like, guys who will be around there. Trevor is stacked up with kind of the team's win condition. Herbert stacked up with his guys, double stacked. Tua double stacked. Jacobs is like projected for the second most touches in the league. First round rookie running back. Pacheco running back of, like top 10 offense in the league. Then, obviously Jamar, 101. I think Taj Brooks fits on this team quite well. I'm actually just gonna fire us into another one. We're gonna make these picks and we'll have the last pick of the draft, which is decently income. Should be filled by the time we're done with this one. We'll have to spend some time waiting around. All right, on the clock, Tavian. Taj Brooks does go. And yeah, I think this is probably De'Ami Brown. Not into the Keandre Lambert Smith stuff. I think we can just take De'Ami Brown. They paid him some decent money. All right, where are we drafting from? The 109. Okay. 5, nice. All right, so 5 no badges in front of me and 1 behind me. So hopefully we can extract some value. McCaffrey, Malik, Nico. That's what we're looking for here in this order, I think. %6.7%. Nico 9%. Malik 13%. Would be sick if Nico made it back to us. Not going to hold my breath. We got 3, 5. Yeah, all these receivers just stink. We got the bring back there. I don't remember who the Chargers play. They play the Buccaneers. Yeah, that's fine. We can do Jarquez. Grab my pick. Oh my god. Don't do it, brother. Oh, he did it to me. He did it to me. All right, we'll take Drake London. All right, quick team recap of this one. Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, Tua Tagovailoa. Got Josh Jacobs, Amari Hampton, Isaiah Pacheco, Jalen Wright, Woody Marks, Jarquez Hunter. Wide receivers are Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Travis Hunter, Michael Pittman, Brandon Ayuk, Quentin Johnson, and De'Ami Brown. Tight ends are Sam Laporta, Jatavian Sanders. Good team. I like this team. Nothing too crazy. I think just a solidly built team. Just kind of standard stuff. 8/06/2025 stream draft number 1. Trey McBride before Brock Bowers. This guy's doing some pretty unconventional stuff here out of the 108, which is good for us. Let's see what makes back our way. Nice. He did not take Josh Allen. think I'm happy with Tet or Devontae. Ooh, sneeze there. All right, well, we will be in a slight predicament. And you go if Tet goes, he goes. Of course, he does. Okay, well, we'll be back up at 57 and 64. Let's just star Brees Hall. Yeah, I didn't know what to do there. I mean, we just take the faller on Brees Hall. $57, $64, $81. Maybe we get one of these guys to fall to us. What is my Judy versus Pearsall exposure? Pearsall is 11%. Judy 5.7%. Not a bad spot to take Judy. Just cannot have the next 4 picks be these 4 players. Cannot have the next 3 picks be these 3 players. I want at least one of these guys. Okay. Cannot have the next 2 picks be these 2 players. Okay, good. We'll get either Devontae Smith or Zay Flowers. Nice. We'll take Devontae Smith. Then any 3 I got in front of us took Debo. Any 3 of these players to make it back to us. Yeah, Debo paired up with Jaden. Makes sense. Wow, 6 receivers off the rip. I wonder if he was hoping Trevion, Connor, Kamara made it back to him. Back up in one pick here. Oh, come on, dude. Of course it's Jerry Jeudy that he takes. Can we get away with taking a Jordan Addison? Well, we've got ourselves some leeway to hammer out receiver for a while. Wow, I mean, it's just this is disgusting what's happening at receiver this draft. I mean, I can't complain. I got Devontae Smith 7 picks after ADP. I think JMO was the better pick with this start, but getting Breece Hall 5 picks after where he usually goes. We're up next. Come on, man. The question is, do we go Mooney or do we pull up Coleman? Coleman has an ADP of 99. Or do we go Hawkinson? No, I feel like this is just a better 3 tight end team with like Kincaid and like Loveland. This is between Mooney. He had 161 points. He had 100 targets. He had like double the targets, only 60 more points. Yeah, I think that this is. Oh, don't do that. I think we just take Keon Coleman. So when we're back up, 105 and 112. We could take a shot on Tyler Warren. That's not a guy that we've drafted yet. Burden. Kraft. Njoku. Kincaid is definitely a guy that we have our eye on. And then Penix, who goes at 140. Which we should be able to get at like 129 or 136. Do like Warren Burden. And then 129, 136. We could do like Kincaid Penix. I think I like that a lot. Go ahead and grab Tyler Warren. I think this is a 2 quarterback team and a 3 tight end team. Probably 2-5-8-3, if I had to guess. We're a little weaker at receiver, especially with Addison missing 3 games. Love this guy's team, a true 0 RB team. 6 straight receivers. Pickens as your 4th, stack him with Dak. Oh man, Burden goes. Okay. Well, and I think ETN is just like a great pick. Maybe even like Ray Davis Kincaid. Cam Ward should be there. Geno Smith. This is interesting, man. We're up at pick 129. I can't pass up on Kraft, I don't think. Okay, Ray Davis going is actually fine. I'm just going to take Kincaid. I mean, not totally like unheard of. Okay, ADP of 141, like, which is like here, but you know, for Penix, like make it all the way back here to 153. Like, this guy's 2 QBs. Who took Mooney? Mooney guy has 2 QBs. So 2, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that was actually kind of dumb. I completely forgot about Kyle Pitts. He wouldn't have made it back to me anyway. What is... Now, the problem is if anybody auto drafts, they're going to take Penix. Oh, you piece of shit. 4 quarterbacks? Oh my god. Cam Ward, we are locked out of quarterback. Truth to that statement. Yeah, there's a lot of truth to that statement. Feels like this team is pretty weak at receiver. So if we can grab... Okay. And we're getting killed in this lobby. I think McMillan just has a better upside case than Liggett. I say that because, like, if you think of the guys that Liggett's competing with, Tent McMillan, young first rounder. Jalen Coker is a good player by all accounts. Like, I think everything will tell you, like, Jalen Coker is a good player. Adam Thielen, who has really good chemistry with Bryce Young. Jatavian Sanders, who's coming on. Xavier Liggett. and the Panthers like to run the ball with Bryce Young, who is like played well at the end. Old Mike Evans, Godwin coming off a double surgery on the ankle. Emeka Egbuka is there, young first rounder. Kate Otten, not much of a factor. And then you have the trio of running backs over there. So I think it's a little cleaner, right? We're betting on a better offense with the Bucs. And just the competition there, I think, is like obviously like Godwin and Evans, really good players. Egbuka first rounder, but it's like Evans is 31, Godwin has double ankle surgery. A little different of a bet than the Bucs or than the Panthers. All right, up in 4 picks. We're done at quarterback and tight end. Don't mind Woody Marks. Don't mind Brashard Smith. Don't mind JCM. Don't mind Taj Brooks. Let's go ahead and take Woody Marks. Maybe we take a little upside swing on Thornton. I think we'll take either Smith or JCM and be done at running back. So we will take him, depending on what this guy does. All right, we will take JCM. And then our last pick is going to be double receiver. Have the Titans released a depth chart yet? Calvin Ridley, Tyler Lockett, and Jefferson Rose. Is there any news on like Io Manor himself? Let me get us in another draft here because we're almost done with this one. Tough for me to care about Jaquan Jackson, whoever that may be. Grab Torrey Horton. And let's take Lockett because we need the September production more than we need kind of the late season production. That's what we have with Jordan Addison and Higgins. So we will take Lockett if he's there. Next draft, we are out of the 112. Cool with that. All right, Tyler Lockett, come on down. All right, final team here: Josh Allen, Cam Ward. Running backs are McCaffrey, Breece Hall, Travis Etienne, Woody Marks, Corey Horton, and Tyler Lockett. And the tight ends are Tyler Warren, Tucker Kraft, Dalton Kincaid. Oh man, Devon Achane comes off. Let's do Genty and let's grab Genty. Let's do BTJ. Man, this draft still isn't done yet. I want to name this team already. Am I on the clock in any of these other ones? Okay. Did I make the right call on that one? Ryan Thomas, 12%. I'm around 5%. Genty, 7%. Yeah, whatever. I think I just like Brian Thomas better. Sorry about it. All right, this one's done. Let's head over and name this one. There we go. They were lying to me. Should have had 5. 806 2025 stream draft 2. Plug that in. Something wrong. Come on. Well, that's ridiculous. Deebo Samuel's ADP is 66. Let's do Tet and make and yeah, we'll do Tet and Daniels. And then What is Debo in this? Traditionally a strong pick, so. Tat traditionally does not fit like that league winner mold, but I'm kind of giving him a little bit of benefit of the doubt just because he's a rookie, so I don't know if that really applies to him. Like, guys with that kind of draft capital year one tend to smash, and then we just avoid all the other guys by drafting Daniels. And then we come back up at 60-61. I think, like, dream scenario is, like, Henderson Debo. We could do something like Rome Debo. Like, we know Debo Samuel's, like, for sure a guy that we're taking just because we've already made the Jaden Daniels bet. Big slide on James Cook. Holy cow. Okay, 8 picks, not as big as I thought. I mean, Waddle making it back. Okay, he's goes. I was going to say, Waddle making it back there would be pretty cool. Henderson goes typical. Connor goes. Yeah, I don't mind doing Debo. Let's let the clock time out. We come back at 84-85. That is running back range. Yeah, that is running back range for us. So let's get these receivers. I like this team so far. What would we like to make it back to us? Pollard would be pretty cool. say like Brian Robinson, who obviously kind of made the 49ers bet. Yeah, maybe we just have a little bit of humble drafting. I have so little Aaron Jones. I have 0 Aaron Jones. Wow. Wow. I only have 2.9% Jonathan Taylor. That is something that can bite me in the ass. Oh, okay. Wait, who was it that came off the board? And Downs comes off. What pick is this? 84? I think just smash Laporta if he... Okay, he took Laporta. All right. Take Aaron Jones. We will take Brian Robinson. Aaron Jones, Brian Robinson, typically very good picks. I think I should be taking more Aaron Jones. Just, I like Jordan Mason so much, but I already have so much Jordan Mason, and it's like we're in this range where it's like, okay, let's say Aaron Jones sucks and he falls off the cliff, or he, tears his knee up week 1. It's like, what are you really losing in this range? Cooper Kupp, Jalen Warren, Khalil Shakir, like. I would have snapped Laporta if he was at 84, and then I would have just taken Brian Robinson, but what are we drafting at? 108. Ayuk. No, actually. Man, do we go? Yeah. We back up at 132. No chance Loveland makes it back to us. J.K. Dobbins wasn't on the board. Tyrone Tracy wasn't on the board. Loveland went at 114. There was no chance we were getting him back. Sharps is off the board. Yeah, there just wasn't a ton there. And it looks like we would have been locked out of quarterback pretty heavily if we didn't take Caleb. I mean, we have Jaden, but yeah, maybe it wasn't smart to take Caleb just because we could have done T-Law, we could have done Bryce. Like, if we didn't do Caleb there, we do like Ayuk and Kraft. Oh well. We'll see. We're up in 4 picks here. Man, and Njoku would have been friggin' sick. Just do like Ferg Pitts. It's fine. There's like not really any other. Nothing else is really jumping out at me. Yeah, we just take Pitts. Probably doing 3 tight ends anyway. This is draft number 3. Yeah. $157. I like taking a shot at Braylon there. Is like the absolute man, and he just kind of carries you to a top 2 finish in the pool. Just do the ultimate like Leone got to advance type deal. Did one of these sickos draft Zach Ertz? $170. Okay, we can grab him. Later, maybe. right, we will make picks 180, 181, and then fire up number 4. I might take actually a small break after this draft. One pick away in this mini golden should be our 18th round pick. Good, we have in the queue. It's fine. I think this is going to be Saquon or Jameer. Two, 4, 6, 2. I know that we want to do another tight end. Man, there's just really no one else standing out at receiver. Let's just take Elijah Arroyo. Again, this is not a team that I think is particularly great. We'll see. We might do 2 more MMGs and then 1 Eliminator to end the night. Who did we have in the queue? Who's on our team? Love to. Let me see this full draft, actually. All right. I don't know, man. We have Packers stuff there. We have our Miami. Do we have our Miami stuff? Do we not have a Dolphin on this team? Let's make these last two picks here. We can take Rashard if he's there. Okay, Rashard is not there, so 2 receivers. There is Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams. Running backs are Ashton Jeanty, Aaron Jones, Brian Robinson Jr., Braylon Allen, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Wide receivers are Brian Thomas, Tedero McMillan, Deebo Samuel, Rome Odunze, Luther Burden, Romeo Doubs, Jalen Coker, Adonai Mitchell. Tight ends are Jake Ferguson, Kyle Pitts, and Elijah Arroyo. Don't pick probably hurt us. Maybe the 9-10 turn should have been something different. But let's hop back to this golden doodle. 2-6-7-2. We have the Packers stacked up with Derrick Henry bring back. We don't have any Dolphins players. What was the goal with unstacked Tua? You went right before me. That's funny. You know, let's do Devon Vele. There we go. Actually, let's recap that team real quick. Final team in our single entry mini golden: Jordan Love and Tua at QB. Derrick Henry. Wide receivers are Malik Neighbors, Xavier Worthy, Travis Hunter, Deebo Samuel, Michael Pittman Jr., Jalen McMillan, Dontavian Wicks, and Devon Vele. And the tight ends are Tucker Kraft and Jake Ferguson. Let's do... I don't want to look at the whole board, but this is a good team. I like this team. Let's head back to the lobby. MMG is at 35. We'll be at 10. So by the time I get on tomorrow, I'll still be like 10 behind pace. These things are moving fast. I have to do a ton of drafts probably Saturday and Sunday throughout the day to catch up and get on pace there. These should be at 35. So yeah, we gotta ramp up the amount of Eliminator entries as well. So, all right, I'm going to take a break. I'll be back shortly. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Let's fire up another MMG. You know what? No, let's change it up a little bit. Let's get back in the Eliminator streets. All right, now while you guys have to deal with me munching and crunching on a bag of chips. Damn, Devon Achang goes. That's not very fun. Hmm. Let's go ahead and we'll do JT. I did not like where my JT exposure was when I checked him a few minutes ago. I think what better format to grab him than in the Eliminator. which I think we'll probably build a pretty similar team to the one that we just did in the MMG tournament. Well, we don't have shares of either JT or Genty, so fine by me. We have a ton of Chase Brown, which I like because the Bengals play Cleveland week 1. So 36-37. What is our McMillan exposure looking like? 13.6. Third round Reek. We come back at 60-61. What does that look like for running backs? Grab Pacheco there, who I like. 60-61 is not great for the... The question is, do we do Devontae or do we do Hurts? 1 share, 4 shares of Hurts. Yeah. I think for now we just take Hurts. Elite QB, elite running back. Nico Collins, and then Jason should be like a target hog. You know, I did say that I did want to avoid multi-tabling this year. But I think I won't multi-table yet. I think I'll wait until I get to like round 10 before I start having a little bit of overlap in drafts. Yeah, I'll do my 9-10 and then I'll fire up another one. Man, there was one team that had like a pretty crazy start. Yeah, this team is nasty. Got a little unlucky with the Rasheed Rice stuff, but you just gotta hope that we can kind of hold on for a little bit. I like this team a lot. Let's pull the exposures back up. All right, 60, 61. I don't want anything to do with Rasheed Rice in this format. Calvin Ridley, Zay Flowers. Did Devontae Smith go? Devontae Smith went at 53 to High Road. Where does he typically go? He goes a little later, 2 spots. Did you think one of these picks has to be Pacheco? I think like Pacheco, Ridley. What's my Ridley exposure? 2. Flowers is 2, so it doesn't really matter. Guess they're going to make the decision that it is Flowers for me. That's fine. We'll go Pacheco. We'll go Flowers. Pacheco only got 1, so good pick there. I just don't want anything to do with Rasheed Rice in this foot. Like, if he comes back to me in round 7, it's like, sure, wheels up, we'll rip him. But where did Henderson go? Henderson went 4-5 turn essentially. The spreadsheet doesn't really apply to the Eliminator just because of the format differences. Five picks away. I would like Debo. Jaden Reed can like win you weeks single-handedly. I like Hawkinson a lot with Addison gone for 3 weeks. Downs. Don't want anything to do with Addison. Like to have a little bit of optionality here as long as this guy just doesn't take. Oh, he took Reed, son of a gun. Yeah. We'll grab Downs. We'll grab Hawkinson. I know I have a big bag of Hawkinson in the Eliminator. Let's enter another one. So, I mean, in essence, by the end of tonight, we will be done with 30 eliminators at 70%. We want to do 10, or no, 20 more in the last 30. So every 1.5%, we need to do a draft. All right, we'll be back up at 108 and 109. What are my Texans? Pretty big position on the Texans. Probably want to bring that down a little bit. I think I probably have a big Spears bag too in this. Do I not? 2 shares of Spears. Drafting out of the 108. Okay, cool. Don't want to take another Colt. We have Jalen Hurts. He was looking like 5 shares of May. Quite a bit of May. What do my Dak shares look like? 1 share of Dak. I don't hate like Dak with Ferg. Okay, Dak's gone. Gets sniped. Do we just do like Kraft? No, let's do Coleman. What are we looking at over here? 108. Devon Achan, thank you very much. The Achan shares looking like nice. Good spot to take them then. Nico goes. Honestly, I don't mind taking another share of what is our London shares? 2 shares of London, 5 shares of Brown. Share of Brian Thomas. I'm assuming you took Brian Thomas. Yeah. So what comes back to us at 32, 41, 56, 65? Yeah, we can make out at wide receiver the next couple picks. 41, 56, 65, 80. 41, 56, 65, and then yeah. I like that 2 running back start, and then we can rip receiver the rest of the way. Coming back up at 132 here. Bird and Goddard seems fine. Cool. Good with that. All right, when we come back up here at 156, 157. Can do like Gino. From Ford is great in this contest. We can do Jack Besh with Gino. I'm fine with that. Dubs is an option. I'm good with whatever there. Now these boys are flying with the picks. There's some really interesting options here, 3 picks away. I mean, any of these guys, or any of these top 4, really. You don't want a quarterback, buddy. You want T. Higgins. Right? You want T. Higgins. You don't want Josh Allen. He's going to auto-pick Josh Allen? Nope. Nice. I will take Josh Allen. What did we say here? What is our... Oh, no. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, it worked out. I gotta keep these open on my phone just in case that happens again. What are our Raiders options? We can backstack with Besh and Thornton. Wow, Thornton has flipped Besh in the Eliminator? That is crazy. Let's set up, what do we got here? 56. Calvin Ridley. Seriously? Steph? Yeah, we'll go Steph. I think these are just guys who are just going to get a lot of targets in week 1, and that's all we can ask for. She Rice going to pick 70. This is a spot where I'd be like, okay, you know. What are we hoping for back to us at 80, 89? Buka, Reed, Golden. I mean, Debo would be pretty cool too. This one we want. So we want to do running back, receiver. We'll do 80 Mitchell for 1 pick. And, Corum? Let's do Keaton Mitchell. Right, if he breaks a long one, that's really good for this team. we're approaching a nightmare scenario here. My God. Oh my God. This is just, it's disgusting. $11 receivers in a row. I mean, luckily we get Jaden Reed to come back to us, so. I mean, that was almost a nightmare. I mean, holy cow. All right, let's wait until we make this pick, and then we'll do our little recap. I think this is actually a team. Yeah, I was gonna say it's a team I'd be fine with Godwin, but this is Godwin or Tracy, I think. Much as I would love to take another TJ Hawkinson share. Tracy goes. We'll do Chris Godwin as our wide receiver 5 and a, 2 running back QB star. All right, let's recap this other one. Quarterbacks are Jalen Hurts, Geno Smith. Running backs are Jonathan Taylor, Isaiah Pacheco, Cam Scatabo, Jerome Ford, Woody Marks, Keaton Mitchell. Wide receivers are Nico Collins, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Zay Flowers, Josh Downs, Keon Coleman, Luther Burden, Dante Thornton, Adonai Mitchell. Tight ends are TJ Hawkinson, Dallas Goddard. Hurts stacked up with Goddard. Geno stacked up with Thornton. Made a mini Colts bet with JT and Adonai. Good team. I like that team. Can't type. This is stream draft number 6. All right, back up on the clock in 2 spots here. You can do Pittman share. Or we just do May and then just shut it down. Yeah, I think we just do May and shut it down at quarterback. We do Coleman here. Let's see if let's take the 2 like upside rushers. We want to make sure we grab Kincaid on this team. Okay, so Keon Coleman does go. That sucks. But I think this guy, both these guys are pretty live to take May twice. They got two times to grab May because neither of them have a quarterback yet. So who is top by ADP here? Go ahead and do Ty J there. After probably our 12th round pick, we'll fire up another one. Quick recap of the team so far. I got Josh Allen, Drake May, Devon Achane, Jonathan Taylor, Tyjae Spears. Wide receivers are Tedero McMillan, Calvin Ridley, Stephon Diggs, Jaden Reed, Chris Godwin. Don't love the receivers, but I think these are just like target guys. Like Tet, Ridley, Steph Diggs are all going to get A+ targets from the jump. Jaden Reed has that upside to just win you weeks. And we know how good Godwin is despite the health stuff. That was just a weird range of guys. Switch the vibe up a little here. All right, on the clock here. We're done at QB. Give me Burden. Give me Burden. Pack the Burden bags. I like this vibe a little more here. Hopefully we got nobody looking at Kincaid. Rashad White is a fine backup. But this is going to be a 2-5-8-3. Come on. Come on, buddy. Oh my god, what a scumbag. What a piece of shit and a scumbag that guy is. What pick are we at here? 137, still not late enough for me to take Trey Harris. This has to be Goddard then, just because we're going to get really locked on tight end. I mean, this guy's a piece of shit. There's just no other way to describe him as a human. Piece of shit. Alright, let's fire up. Let's get loaded up into another one here. All right, how are we going to tackle the rest of this draft? 52-61 is where we'll be drafting. I think Jerome Ford is just a good pick, and so is probably Romeo Doubs. Maybe we go Brenton Strange. Maybe we go Hunter Henry. Any of these guys is fine. What pick are we? There's a ton of work. 52. There's a ton of followers. Maybe we even go Kyle Williams. No. We already have Diggs. I don't want to overstack. It was pretty unfortunate that Jerome Ford got taken there. I'd be able to grab likely at 176, so I won't force him home. What is going on? Alright, we'll go Palmer with Josh Allen. And we're getting sniped like crazy. Braylon Allen on this side, Jerome Ford on this side, Kincaid on this side. Tyrone Tracy here. The 101 here, nice. Queue up Mr. Jamar. Yeah, I wonder if there's a slightly better argument for Jonnu over Likely. Like, is Jonnu just gonna like catch more balls? Week 1. Go ahead and take Likely. This contest is feeling so fast at 24% this morning. Even if I do, which I am going to do another 2 of these tonight. I won't be on pace to them. I will be way behind to fill this thing. This isn't going to fill Saturday. I'll have to just rip these like 5, like another, I don't want to say I can do 10 tomorrow. It's so many drafts, but wow. 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 Crazy.
Yo, LJ, that shit goes hard though.
Take a shot on Brashard Smith being the Jerick McKinnon replacement in Kansas City. Okay, final team here. Josh Allen, Drake May. Running backs are Achane, Jonathan Taylor, Tyjae Spears, Woody Marks, Will Shipley. Wide receivers are Tedero McMillan, Calvin Ridley, Stephon Diggs, Jaden Reed, Chris Godwin, Luther Burden, Joshua Palmer, Jack Besh. And then tight ends are Dallas Goedert, Brendan Strange, and Isaiah Likely. So strong team, receivers are a little weak, but when you go elite QB, double elite running back, actually I would say tight ends are way weaker, but you know we're just TD hunting with three bullets every week. So look on that one. All right, we're gonna probably do. We do want to do two more MMG drafts tonight, so I'm gonna queue one up, and then it'll probably be filled by the time we make our next two picks. All right, the 4 elite QBs all come off the board in the 3rd round there. Devontae comes off the board here. Yeah. Pickens. Give me JMO. Drafting out of the 110 in this one. This MMG draft is moving very slow. Sure, we'll grab Amon-Ra or Genty or Henry. All right. Started 2 running backs. Grab Derrick Henry there. Ah, I forgot this was MMG. God damn it, I'm already messing up. Montgomery goes. Only have one share of Rome. They're both week 5 buys. Yeah, we'll stick with Golden. This sucked.
We're going to show you something you've never seen before.
shit goes hard though.
We are not the same to the frame, I'm an Excel. When I put my spread to the sheet, watch me exhale. Niggas cannot breathe in my heat, I just exhale. What it's like to take a L, ask how my ex feel. And I've been the same old nigga that been coolin' though. Tryna find my gangster's paradise on my coolio. About to build a flow with a Tulio. I'm big like Don, not Sean, call me Julio. Big broad shoulder, carry boulders like I'm Hercules. Talking with some manga man, they treat me like I'm Burgundy. I'm tryna see every motherfucker who done doubted me and leave their ass to dry like they didn't fold the lingerie. Riding through my city on a motorbike, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas 'em. Riding through my city on a motorbike, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas 'em. Riding through my city on a motorbike, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas 'em. Riding through my city on a motorbike, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas, yeah. Watch how they flip, folding their hand cause they couldn't stand you being a man. Now you got homies you working against, they calling your wops, you calling no fan. Saying we fam, I'm stage pretend. It's a rich slope that you cannot man. Half of you niggas gon' follow the end, half of you niggas gon' follow the end. Praying in advance, got me dapping niggas up while I do my money dance. Not taking a chance, it is clearly evidence that you lacking relevance. And I'm betting against you going toe to toe with me. You ain't bro with me, you ain't foe with me, you ain't them with me. You was little bro, you ain't nothing to me like. Ease up, trying to get my cheese up. Had to bring the fee up, same time I kick my feet up. 10 toes down, when I'm around, you can't beat us. Take off on that vroom vroom, let these niggas eat dust. Riding through my city on a motorbike, gas 'em, gas, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas 'em. Riding through my city on a motorbike, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas 'em.
I was muted that whole time. Unbelievable. Either way, as you guys saw, this draft is fun. I like this team. This Eliminator team, not so fun. Yep. Easy love pick there. Ferguson there.
We're going to show you something you've never seen before.
That's unbelievable, man. Me, Dylan Sampson. Sure. Michael Wilson seems like a fine pick at the end of the draft here. All right, closing this one out. QBs are Jordan Love, Michael Penix, Sam Darnold. The running backs are Josh Jacobs, Kyron Williams, J.K. Dobbins, Tyler Algier, Taj Brooks, Brashard Smith. Wide receivers are Jamar Chase, George Pickens, Jameson Williams, Deebo Samuel, Matthew Golden, Darnell Mooney, and Michael Wilson. Tight ends are Tucker Kraft and Dallas Goedert. Fine team, I think just strong up top. That's what's going to carry this one. 11:30 just about, so we're going to go ahead. Queue up our last draft of the night. This will be our 10th MMG. Probably going to wake up to this tomorrow at 50%, knowing that we're 15 drafts behind. Covered some good ground. In the Eliminator night, fast drafting 3 and then entering an additional 5 in slows. Drafting from the 109. Oh, we're on the clock here. Newton seems like a fine pick. Actually, no. Sorry. Let's do Romeo Dobbs. We already have 2 rookie running backs. We'll actually just do Brent Strange as well. Oh, what pick was that? 154. Man, I don't know. 20 spots after ADP on Tootin. Yeah, it's 2 whole rounds after ADP on 2, and I'm good with that. We can cobble together, 2 tight ends at the end. I am a little overweight. Malik. Is it too much to ask for somebody to go rogue? Wow, somebody went rogue. It's so big. Oh my god. Neighbors McCaffrey would be the dream, dude. See, this is the thing, right? This isn't unique. Like, he took Derrick Henry where Malik Neighbors tends to go around, and then he took Malik Neighbors where Derrick Henry tends to go around. This is unique. Right? Like, McCaffrey goes here. Brian Thomas goes here. But we got McCaffrey fall and a Brian Thomas fall. Although, like, this is actually time box, so it doesn't. This would be like unique for this tournament, but like this was something that was pretty available a couple months ago. All right, we're doing wide receiver, tight end here when it comes back to us. A long ways away. Damn, JSN goes. Do we just pull up Pickens to 40? Didn't even realize we did the Panthers thing without Bryce, but oh well. All right. QB is Jane Daniels, Jordan Love. Running backs are Derrick Henry, Trevion Henderson, Isaiah Pacheco, Dylan Sampson, Bayshaw Tootin, Woody Marks. 4 rookie running backs, not ideal. Wide receiver, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tedero McMillan, Deebo Samuel, Matthew Golden, Brandon Ayuk, Romeo Dobbs, and Jalen Coker. And tight ends are Colson Loveland, Brenton Strange, Jatavian Sanders. Okay team. Made a Panthers level bet without Bryce, which is fine. You shouldn't need the quarterback to stack if the offense is good. So we can shut the book on this team and then end the night strong with this last one here. We'll take Rashee Rice if he makes here to 57.
Yo, LJ, that shit goes hard though.
He did not make it back to me. Devontae Smith. Sure. Take Odunze, buddy. Let me get one of these guys. Doesn't take either of them. $188. What does that look like? Oh, it doesn't matter.
the same to the frame, I'm an exhale. When I put my spread to the sheet, watch me exhale. Niggas cannot breathe in my heat, I just exhale. What it's like to take a L, ask how my ex feel. And I've been the same old nigga that been coolin'. Trying to find my gangster's paradise on my coolio. About to build a flow with a Tulio. I'm big like Don, not Sean, call me Julio. Big broad shoulder, carry boulders like I'm Hercules. Talking with some manga man, they treat me like I'm Burgundy. I'm trying to see every motherfucker who done doubted me and leave their ass to dry like they did in folding lingerie. Riding through my city on a motorbike, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas 'em. Riding through my city on a motorbike, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas 'em. Riding through my city on a motorbike, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas 'em. Riding through my city on a motorbike, gas 'em, gas 'em, gas, yeah. Watch how they flip, folding their hand 'cause they can stand you being a man. Now you got homies you working against, they calling your wops, you calling no fan. Saying we fam, I say it's pretend. Slippery slope that you cannot man. Half of you niggas gon' follow the end, half of you niggas gon' follow the end. Praying in advance, got me dabbing niggas up while they do my money dance. Not taking a chance, it is clearly evidence that you lacking relevance, and I'm betting against you going toe to toe with me. You ain't bro with me, you ain't foe with me, you ain't them with me. You was little bro, you ain't nothing to me. Like ease up, trying to get my cheese up. Had to bring the fee up, same time I kick my feet up. 10 toes down.
Don't get Matthew Golden to fall back to us.
Vroom, vroom, let these niggas eat dust.
Go ahead and scrap Pollard. Nice. You know what? Let's actually do let's draft with a little humility and do Godwin. What are our outs? Dakota Rain, Trevor. I'm out on Baker. Let's see what are obviously McCaffrey and Brian Thomas are quite strong. I think Pickens is strong. Devontae Smith is strong. Adams is traditionally weak. Pollard is usually strong. Actually, so if we got him at 80, no, he's still in the weak range. That's fine. Okay. Oh well. Oh, whoa, buddy. Man. We just do like Ayuk Purdy. Don't have a ton of Purdy. Hopefully one of these guys takes Pittman, or else I will take Pittman.
We're going to show you something you've never seen before.
That sucks. Oh my god, dude. What is going on? It was actually a really good team. Man, they gotta hurry this draft up. I think I'm done at receiver in this draft. Don't see any need for Penix now that Kyle Pitts is off the board. Jaden Blue would be pretty cool. For sure gonna need Brent Strange. Likely drop Stafford down. We don't need Stafford. Hunter Henry. Jaden Blue would be sick.
that shit goes hard though.
Oof. All right, guys, that's it. I'm done for tonight. Almost 4 hours live. Got 9 drafts done, and we're gonna call it there. I will be back tomorrow ripping some more.